Chase Lee Hockey with the Blue Futon here, and I'm here to review What is a Woman. So I'm expecting the downvotes and comments below that are completely negative to have Midas Touch, Sam Sender, Young Turks, John Stewart's. Just come on and bring it because I'm not a science denier. So what is a woman? What is it about? The very simple premise. Matt Walsh goes to teachers, goes to doctors, psychiatrists, African tribes, random people at the Women's March, random people on the streets of New York, LA, to ask a simple question. What is a woman? And surprisingly, I'm shocked not a lot of people can answer this question. Chase, what is a woman? Biological female. That's a woman. There's context in this movie that is baffling to me about how we are at, where are we at in this stage. So I'm going to try to talk to everyone in this documentary. It's going to be hard to review this one, yes, because it is made well. Everyone in the movie voluntarily decided to get interviewed, so everything I'm going to say is about, what occurred on the screen. And this might trigger a lot of people, so here we go. The very beginning, there's a lot of doctors out there that are willing to give these kids drugs that, are for castrate for pedophiles and shit like that. We're literally giving it to 16-year-olds. Fucked up shit. We are telling people at any age, like, oh yeah, you don't know your ABCs. You don't know how to get a job. You don't know how to drive. And how we're at this stage. We are at this stage where we're saying, you can't own a gun now until you're 21. Okay, if you want to make that law, then how are you able to change your sex at 12, at 10? Buying something for $600 is vastly different than fucking doing $71,000 worth of surgery. People are like, oh, that's not the same thing. Well, you know what? If you have to be old enough and mature enough and have the mental capacity and do all this shit and at least be a minimum at 21, it should go the same about cutting your dick off, double mastectomies, cutting your balls off, and shit like that. You need to be at least that age. And we have these doctors like, oh no, we don't need that. Well, you're giving kids this shit from 21. And the whole thing about, oh, you can pause it like music. Bitch, what? You're giving people drug-altering shit to fuck with their hormones, fuck with their testosterone, fuck with their growth. And you're saying, oh, just pause it like music. It's like the Elvis song. You can just pause it. Fuck off. And I'll say one thing. I will give credit to these teachers and professors that they kind of knew what they're getting into. They must have done the research with Matt Walsh and knew the questions. Most of them stuck with it. Most of them did, threaten, like, I don't know if I should be here anymore, especially that teacher that was triggered by the word truth. A teacher is triggered by the word truth. And you can't answer. He was basically saying, like, what's the definition of a woman? Well, he kept saying, it is whatever a woman is. What is a woman? Circle definition. And he was, basically, Matt Walsh was saying, can you say what a woman is without saying the word woman? They can't do it. Doesn't make sense to me. How I know? Let's be honest, guys. Can a baby? Oh, shit. Maybe I am a woman and we're all just all fucked up. Maybe babies do come out of your butthole instead of vaginas. Maybe I was just all right. Holy shit, guys. Maybe babies come out of your buttholes now instead of your vaginas. Unless do I have a hole between my taint? I don't see a hole. Or we have the classic movie. Men have penises, women have vaginas. That kid said in the movie, and that's what the African tribe said as well. But, like I said, going back into people walking out, the only person that walked out of the interview was a politician. Who would have thunk it that a politician bitched out from answering questions? Oh, shocker! But this whole thing, I was disgusted, just heartbroken at this person named Scott, who was Kelly, who transitioned at 42, and she was basically, he transitioned to a male, but he says, I will never be a woman. So we'll still call him a he. His name is Scott, but he's showing his scars from all the surgery he has and all the shit that happens. And I had to pause the movie because I was disgusted about, like, holy fuck, like, you have to go through all that. It's like my stomach was absolutely turning. And Jordan Peterson was in here basically saying all these psychologists are therapist people, whatever, are telling their patients what they should think. That is not their job. Their job is to listen and, give advice, not, oh, you should do this. And then the Canada laws of basically the Canadian government could say, fuck you, parents. You don't know what your 13-year-old or 12-year-old wants. They can make the decision on their own. What the fuck is this? And we're like, oh, we want Canadian healthcare. No, we don't. We don't want the government telling us, like, you can't have that surgery. You can't do this, but you could do this. Fuck that. There is so much, like, what the fuck moments in here. And another what the fuck moment is a girl was, like, saying, the chickens came up and, like, chickens lay eggs. How do you know the chicken is a female? Because it laid the fucking egg. I don't know if male chickens or roosters could plop eggs, can they? The answer is no. It's called science. And so then they're like, oh, chickens can't commit suicide or cry. The joke. How did the chicken cross the road? Or why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? What if the real joke is why did the chicken cross the road to commit suicide? So what if you were wrong, professor? What if you were wrong, doctor? All your fake degrees in the background. What if chickens can't commit suicide and that is the reason why it wanted to cross the road? But oh my gosh, so many different things in this movie, like the African tribe thing. It reminded me when I was in Niger. I don't know what tribe he was talking to, but yeah, more simplistic lifestyle in Africa right now. Here it is questionably odd. When you go to a women's march, you need to know what you are marching for. If you're protesting, you need to know what you're marching for and who you're marching for. If you don't know what you're doing there, why are you there? Why are you there? And people are going to say in the comments, I know that you are transphobic. Am I afraid of these people? No. I'm just curious about all these doctors and everything that just can't answer a simple question. What is a woman? A man cannot give birth. Maybe out of their buttholes now. I don't know. I'm just looking. I don't have ovaries, fallopian tubes. I have these things called testicles, and they're fucking disgusting. So, I mean, I don't know why anyone wants to be a man anywhere, because the penis and testicles are just not that fun to look at all. So it's like a lose-lose situation in any category whatsoever. So, yeah, I think I talked about everything. The whole truth thing. The chicken thing was weird. The medicine we're giving to 16-year-olds that we also give to castrate pedophiles and sex offenders. People saying, oh, social norm has, like, nothing to do with it. Yeah, it has a shit ton to do with it, especially what Bill Maher brought up with this chart where people, like, 20% of, like, USA now identifies as LGBT. What are we going to be at in 50 years? Is 75% of our population going to be that? I don't know. And then there is so many different sexualities out there now where it's like frisexual, like Fraya sexuality. It's like we are making shit up now. We are making up language that make no fucking sense. And that's the thing. You want me to understand it. I'm sorry, I won't, because let's just say me, a male, a female, and a person that was born a male transitions to a female. We die in a fire. Know what the doctors are going to say and the scientists are going to say? Male, female, based on bone structure, bone density, DNA, chromosomes. I'm not a science denier, so that is how I know what a male and a female is. What is a male? What is a woman? What is a man? That is how I know because of science. How I was raised to grow up in my school system. How the society has been for millions of years since Adam and Eve have been on this planet. We are now just so fucking lost. It is absolutely unbearable. So, that is my opinion about everything in the documentary. I hope I got everything that I want to get out. I was just shocked by some of these answers. These are baffling answers by some of these people. And I'll say you one thing. There's one doctor who got out of the career field because she was like, if you don't say what the protesters or the people say, you're going to get kicked out. So you know what that means? Half of those experiments that are done by following the money, because people are going to send that money saying, hey, I want you to make sure you get the results. And here's your $10 million to do that research. Get the answers I want, please. Hint, hint. Back under the table money. Unbelievable. So yeah, I think I got everything under, I don't know how the word truth is triggering. Who knows if chickens commit suicide? I don't know. If you don't know, you're making an assumption. I can't believe you're making an assumption that chickens can't think for themselves and commit suicide. Unacceptable. How do you know chickens not cry? What if a chicken saw another chicken die and wanted to shed a tear? Dogs could cry. Why can't chickens? Sounds like you're anti-chicken and you're pretty much beast phobia. Yeah, I just made a new phobia because we're going to use transphobia for just disagreeing. Doesn't mean I'm in fear. I'm just saying, sure, do it, but my God, if you want to do it at an age where they're grown up, where they could get a job, where they could sign paperwork, where they know what they're doing, where they're out of the house, where they could get a sustainable income. Is it that hard? I mean, if we're doing it for guns, if we're doing it for other shit, why can't we do it for this? And finally, I do want to bring up the sports thing. So, yes, I do think that if a man is taller, swimming, taller, running, they have the proportionality of a woman to beat them in the sports. And there are plenty of examples in UFC, track, softball, rugby, volleyball. So many probably sports out there that I'm not even thinking about. Weightlifting, where it's like, yep, they're breaking records. They broke another record, broke another record, broke another record, broke another record, broke another record. And you know what? The real women out there are like, oh, guess I can't get a scholarship for my 18 years of training my butt off. And no, sorry, just because this man's like, no, I was like 456th in the men's league, and now I'm going to be number one. Ha ha ha. Suck it. You know, I don't feel comfortable with that at all. We are literally pushing women down. We were just like, nope, you don't matter anymore. You don't matter anymore. And people are like, oh, tell me this. Why isn't it the other way around? Why don't I see a WNBA player transition to a man and play in the NBA? Why don't I see that? Please answer me that. Are we okay then when females in the WNBA could barely dunk? Very few of them can. Are you going to be okay with LeBron James, Kevin Durant saying, nah, I'm done. I want a ring in the WNBA. And they go to the WNBA and get the ring by dunking on all the women. Are you okay with that? Are you? And if you are, you're the problem. So what is the woman overall, you know, it's a good documentary. Will I ever watch it again, though? That's the big thing. I don't think I can because some of the stuff sickened me, especially the Scott character who transitioned at 42 and showing the injuries and the stuff where he's like, I'm not going to survive for the next 3 years. I can't see my kids anymore. So it's hard stuff to watch, but it's baffling that there are people in the society that's like that, where it's like, you can't just answer the question. No, it's not a thing like, oh, how you feel. No, that is not how society works. That means we're in a downhill spiral of you're just like, if we want to go that way, then you cannot be mad at anyone because no one knows what you are. If I just randomly met you, I'm just going by physical characteristics. And if it's, you gotta go with it, suck it up. Because we're changing the language every day. And there's a lot of people out there, probably 80% of the population, that doesn't give a shit. Or is like, zers, now we're doing, you identify as fluid, you identify as cats, you identify as trees, you identify as air. Like, just fuck off. So, what is a woman will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futons. Eagles at 90%. Let's see if there's anything on Rotten Tomato. We have one review, and it's actually a positive with a 3 out of 4. And we have audience scores of 100% with fewer than 50. So we're at a 100% in my 90. I'm shocked. Chase out with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Blue Futontopia. You Blue Futonians, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And seriously, in the comment sections below, I know I'm going to get hate with this. I know I'm going to get downvotes. But there's no reason to attack people for their opinion. Because you know what? Same with 2,000 Meals. I got attacked because I'm like, what? Just try different things. Try going to NASCAR. Try doing this. Because for all you know, you might like it. Oh, you're just stupid then. It's like, is that where we're at now? We're just going to make fun of people? It's like, if you seriously want to have a conversation of why we are going this route and how you think it's safe, how you don't think it's safe, just be civil about it. It's not that hard to be like, what is a woman? Then you just say a woman is a woman. No, because I'm pretty sure, you know, a lot of people in 1919s fought for women's rights. They knew exactly what a woman was. Boobies and vagina. Boobies. Okay, not really. They wanted to vote. But now it's like, women. They get on the sidelines. You know, if a man wants to be a woman now, oh, yeah. It's like, I don't know. I give up sometimes.